My cameraman back there. All right.
Go.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Today I'll be talking about a famous Chilean. Not Pablo Neruda, not Michelle Bachelet, not Arturo Vidal, not Isabel Allende, not the other Isabel Allende. They're cousins. Not Mon Laferte, not Pedro Pascal. Nope, not any of them. This is the famous Chilean. A dog, you say? Why a dog? Chileans love dogs, according to Reddit, which is never wrong. In Chile, people put sweaters on stray dogs. But this dog was different. He was El Negro Matapacos, a.k.a. cop killer. Relax. Let me explain. Chileans protest. They protested it from 1973 to 1989 in dictatorship, and they continue to protest in democracy. It's part of the culture. They choreograph their protests. They protest for their right to higher education. They protest against private pension plans, in favor of abortion rights. Everyone shows up. I mean, everyone. Even the president gets involved. This is him while he was protesting. This is him now that he's president with a haircut. But carabineros, pacos, the cops, always break the protests up, usually violently. People get tired of police brutality limiting their freedom of expression. It says here, the sign, no more brutality. Brutality is tiring. Protesting is exhausting. Sometimes people need a little levity to help keep up the fight, like with Pikachu here. Levity, sure. Or a companion. Hey, wait, is that a dog? Mascota is pet in Spanish. You need a mascot for your protests? Say hello to El Negro Matapacos. He was a fixture at Chilean protests until his death in 2017. He was already a legend. There are lots of famous protest dogs. Some are good doggies. Some are not. And some are legendary badasses like this guy. The background of why we need a protest dog in Chile. Chile needed a hero when the 2019 30 Pesos uprising arrived. Chile has a strong economy, but Chile's wealth distribution is toward the middle in Latin America. People see that. People notice that. People don't like that. So, October 4th, 2019, subway rate hike. They have the dynamic pricing like Uber does, okay? And people spend up to 15% of their salary on getting to work. You don't get that back. They don't reimburse that, okay? So critics point this out. They say that's too much of a hike. The economy minister, Andres Fontaine, who's a Chicago boy, look up what a Chicago boy is, says, que se levanten más temprano. They should get up earlier. People were angry. And they took action. Led by students, and inspired by the memory of El Negro Matapacos, they lead a massive evasion protest, fair evasion. They jump the turnstiles en masse across Santiago. Evasión masiva is the #1 worldwide hashtag on Twitter. Remember when Twitter was good? This uprising lasts a month. Statues of problematic conquerors are toppled. The authoritarian constitution of 1983 is challenged. Would it end? Would the legacy of the dictatorship end? There was the beginnings of an agreement. The principal centrist parties announced that they would hold a plebiscite. They would decide whether Chile wanted a new constitution. But after 2 failed conventions, we still have the 1983 constitution written by the dictator Augusto Pinochet in Chile, which, among other things, limits free assembly. So that leaves the 2019 uprising incomplete, but inspiring, especially with this guy. He was brave, he seemed invincible, and he resisted against difficult odds. Chileans are always going to take to the streets to protest injustice. They have been doing so for a century. It is nice if man's best friend can watch your back while you do it. Thank you.